Hello, this is Sarah from Posh Pooch Designs, and today our video is going to be how to make this beautiful open lace cape shawl. I named it Lady Sybil's Lace Cape Shawl because it's one of my patterns that I have designed with Downton Abbey in mind. It is made with the Downton Abbey yarn. This is the yarn here that I used. And the pattern comes in small, medium, large, and extra large. So depending on which size you need, you'll need either 2 or 3 skeins of this yarn. It is a number 2. And you don't have to use the Downton Abbey yarn. You can use any number 2, and probably a number 3 also would work just fine. A little tweaking there, but it would work just fine. So what you need is we're going to be using our eye hook. And I know that's a big hook for a yarn that's only number 2, but we're making it open and lacy. And that's why we need our eye hook. And depending on what size, like I said, will depend on how many skeins of yarn that you need. And that's all you need except a needle to weave in your ends. I will put the pattern in the comments so that you will have that and you can go and look and see exactly what size that you want to make because the measurements are there for which size. Now, do remember that although this is a Downton Abbey inspired pattern, you do not have to use the Downton Abbey yarns, like I said. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move my screen down so that you can see my hands. There we go. Now I've already began my beginning chain. Now, according to what size you want will determine how many chains that you make. Between, small is 32, medium is 34, large is 36, and extra large is 38. I just chained a few, and I want you to see how open that chain is. Put that up against my white sweater there. So you can see that we want to make sure that we're crocheting very loosely. If you happen to be a tight crocheter, you might want to even go up a hook size. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're starting with a foundation chain, and then we're going to double crochet in the third chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to double crochet in each chain across. And we're starting at the top of our cape and working down. So we're doing the foundation trim, I guess you would call it, at the top first. And what I'm doing here is I'm just putting 1 double crochet in each double crochet across. You need to be very careful not to pull too tight because we want to keep our stitches loose and open. And there's a little hair on there. We don't want that. There we go. And if when you're working and you look at your work and you think this is a little bit messy, it's okay because it is going to look a little bit kind of loopy-loopy because we're so used to seeing really nice, neat, tight stitches. But when you crochet loosely with a large hook like this, with a small yarn like a number 2, which is a fine weight, it will look a little loose than what you're used to seeing. All right, almost there. Now make sure you look at that link and head over there to the blog, click on that link, and check out the size that you need for this shawl. It is a wonderful, lightweight, beautiful summer shawl. Perfect for a wedding or wearing over a sundress or a tank top with a pair of nice jeans or something. Wow, I'm so excited I can't talk. It is a wonderful, easy, and lightweight shawl. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 3 and turn. And chain 3 on every row counts as your first stitch. And we're turning, we're going to double crochet in that next stitch and in each stitch across. And you will do this for 3 rows. Now I'm only making a sample here, so I won't be making the full shawl since we don't have enough time for me to make a whole shawl. What I'm doing here is I'm showing you another foundation row of double crochets. And then I will show you how to get the foundation for your shells. And when you're working this, you will do 3 rows of double crochets. this particular yarn has a little bit of a like a mohair or a fuzz effect to it, and I think it's just perfect for this little cape. And when I looked at it and this color, it's called Mold Grape, I immediately thought of Lady Sybil on Downton Abbey. I don't know if any of you watch Downton Abbey, but I have just really enjoyed it, and I'm really sad to see it go. Alrighty, we're to the end here. We're going to do our last double crochet and chain 3. Now I'm not going to do the 3rd row of double crochet, but on your work you will have 3 rows of double crochet. This next row I'm going to show you is row 5, and it is where we get our foundation for our chains, or our shells I mean. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3 chain 3 chains. Then you're going to double crochet in the next stitch. And what you will do is at the beginning and at the end of each row, you will have 2 double crochets, and those are your end foundations. Then you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. And this is giving us our foundation rows of shells, and you'll do this all the way across. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. There we go. We'll do one more. 1, 2, 3, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And you would continue to do this all the way around on your cape. And then when you get to the last, you'll have 5 on your end. You'll skip those 3, and you'll put 2 double crochets in the last double crochet. The last 2 double crochets. And then you'll end up with this. And you see how it kind of already starting to arch a little bit, and that's great. That's exactly what you want it to do. And then what you will do for row 6 is you'll always have those 2 double crochets. So we'll chain 3, counts as our first double crochet. We'll turn 1 double crochet in the double crochet. There we go. And then we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 1, 2 double crochets. And now we're chaining between 1, 2, 3, and then we're going into that space, that chain 1 space, and doing 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. And the reason we're doing 3 chains is we really want our cape or our shawl to arch out, because it has to go across our shoulders, of course. And you can see the space is a little bit bigger there. Here we didn't chain at all. Here we have 3 chains. And you'll do 3 chains between your shells. Remember to always go in that chain 1 space. Oops, I didn't do my 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Then we go in that chain 1 space, 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and then we'll do that all the way across that row, and then we will put 1 double crochet in each of the last 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Let me turn this so you can see. Okay, can you see how it's arching a little bit out? And it will do that, and you will do this particular way, or this particular pattern, up through row 10. And then when you get to row 10 or row 11, you'll start putting 4 chains between each shell. so that it arches up some more. And then you'll repeat that up through row 16. And then on the 17th row, you're going to chain 5 in between. And you're going to do that because as you do that, it's going to flare out more and more. And then when you get to the end, you'll have a nice flared out shawl. And then on the last row, which would be row 26, when you get to the end, actually row 25 is your first trim row. And that's where you'll end up adding your single or double crochet ends. And all you'll do is you'll double crochet in each double crochet across, and you'll put one double crochet, and then you'll have 5 spaces in between each one, and you'll put 4 double crochets in each one of those spaces, and then you'll put a double crochet in each one of your chain 1 spaces. You'll put 3 double let me explain it again because I'm not making sense. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. Then you'll put 4 double crochets in your chain 1 spaces, and then you'll put 3 double crochets in your shell chain 1 spaces. And what this does is it gives you an even around the bottom of double crochets, and then you'll go back and you'll double crochet one more time. And let me get the sample back here that I made for you so that we can talk about it a little bit better real quick. And you can see on this row how as we came down we had more and more chains so that we could form. We started with no chains, then we went to 3, 4, and by then here we're at 5 chains in between. And then when we did the bottom, 2 chains in the first 2, we put 4 chains in the 4 double crochets in the chain 5 space, and then 3 double crochets in each of the chain 1 spaces in the shells. And we do that all the way around, and then your last row is just 1 double crochet in each double crochet. So that's how we did the shawl here. Now the last thing that you need to do is add a button. And I just added a really pretty pearl button. And you don't have to put any kind of trim on here because those 2 double crochets that are along this trim make a nice trim for you. And it also makes the perfect buttonhole for this. And you can add more buttons if you want to. And that's how you make the Lady Sybil Lace Cape shawl. I didn't want to do the whole pattern. I just wanted to show you the technique of how we do it and how we gradually make it flare out for you. And that's really pretty much it. It's very simple. It works up really fast. I did this one in about 2 hours. It took me longer to write out the pattern and have the pattern tested, of course, than it did to even make it. So anyway, I hope that you'll make some. And thank you for watching our YouTube video. And be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.